Thank you and enjoy the ball game.
Let's introduce you to the Raiders of the Hun School as they will face Joey Ditta, the right-handed hurler for the Steinert Spartans. Leading things off for the Hun School, it'll be Michael Olander playing right field. Will Kramer playing shortstop, he bats second. It'll be Jack Saker over at first base, filling in for the typical starting first baseman and Michael Jolly. And we were told by Tom Monfiletto that Jolly was taking an AP test, and as we all know, school comes first. So Jolly will be a late addition to the reserves today, and maybe will be implemented into this game as a substitute later on, depending when he gets here. But Jack Saker takes over for him at first base and bats third. Michael Chiaravallo, in center field, he bats fourth. Charlie Batista on the bump, he's batting fifth. Deacon Bound behind the dish, he bats sixth. Tyler Tucker in the 7-hole over at third base. Trey Francis in left field bats eighth. And rounding out the lineup at second base, Nico Amicangelo. As Joey Ditta toes the rubber and warms up, it'll be Andrew Condorso behind the dish, Ryan Tash at third, Jack Gill at shortstop, Jake Pope at second, Jack Lambert over at first, Krista Finaccio in left field, Braden Nitty in center, and Ryan Everett out in right field for the Steinert Spartans. That's how they line up defensively. Brian Giolella, Steinert Spartans come into today's contest riding a win streak, and winners of 11 of their last 12, 12-3 on the year are the Spartans. And Coach Giolella and his squad playing some good baseball of late. A hot offensive outburst in their last meeting with Princeton, trying to continue the winning trend here against the Hun School. Michael Olander steps in. These teams last met back on April 30th, 2022, and it was a 10-2 victory for the Hun School on their home field. First pitch this afternoon is cut on and missed. No balls and one strike to Olander, and we're underway.
Olander comes in hitting .321 on the season. That's 9 for 28. 4 doubles, 5 singles for the leadoff man.
Ditta kicks and delivers. Another fastball hums in there quickly. He's ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Olander, one of the guys that Tom Monfiletto speaks very highly of in his lineup on the day-to-day. Curveball on the 0-2 hung high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that's another thing that Tom Monfiletto's team has. It's a good mix of young guys, veteran guys.
And it's always great when you can have that mix. Got the vets to kind of teach the younger guys the works, and if they're able to contribute, that's just always an added bonus.
Curveball misses high again that time. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Olander. Ditta looks into Condorso, has the sign, kicks and delivers. This one fouled off well back behind home plate. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. It'll be Olander, Will Kramer, and Jack Saker. The 3 due up to start this one here from Rich Giolella Field. 2-2 from Ditta is outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
So for a good at-bat here for Olander, got behind 0-2, but just out of the leadoff spot. It's always nice when your guy can see some pitches, and now he's run it full.
Payoff pitch from Ditta on the way, misses low and away, ball 4 and a leadoff walk for the Raiders. Now, that'll bring up Will Kramer.
William Kramer.
And walks have been the problem for Ditta on the season. He's not allowed an earned run yet, but he's walked 10 in now just 9 and now he's walked 11 in 9 1/3 innings.
Olander on first, gets his lead. First pitch taken low and away to the sophomore shortstop and Will Kramer. Ryan Tash at third base. He's a little bit off the line, not hugging it, so to speak. Playing in that infield dirt. They have him off first. On the move is Olander. He's in a rundown. Lambert throws to second. Olander slides in head first, and the ball trickles away towards shortstop. It's a stolen base for Olander. It'll be an error, actual advance on the throwing error from Lambert.
Looks like Lambert kind of got caught in between of what he wanted to do. If he wasn't sure if Olander was going to maybe turn back towards him and ended up hesitating too long.
So Olander on second after the throwing error from Lambert, and a nice move from Ditta. He caught him leaning as Olander was going on the first twitch or the first move he saw from Ditta. He gets his lead off second now. Pitch in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. Wind's blowing out towards right center field, towards that 365 sign out there. Ditta comes set, makes the move to second. Olander slides back in head first. He's there in time.
Kramer ahead in the count, and he comes in hitting a cool .514 on the season.
2 balls, no strikes to Kramer. The pitch. High. Kramer in the driver's seat, 3 balls and no strikes.
Gotta figure he's taking a pitch here, the open base, and a chance for the middle of the lineup to come up and really do some damage if he can get on.
Nobody out with a runner on second base, and Olander shows bunt 3-0. Fastball taken at the knees. Strike 1. Snap throw to second. Olander back in with ease that time. He slides just to play it safe. 3 balls and 1 strike to Will Kramer. Another pickoff move to second. Ditta fires over to Pope. Olander back in time. One of the things that Tom Monfiletto talked about earlier today when we spoke on the phone was how impressed he's been with his sophomore shortstop and the growth and development as he takes a pitch inside for ball 4. First 2 batters aboard via the walk. And nobody out. Here's Jack Saker.
Now batting number 30.
Yeah, so far that walk still being the Achilles heel of Ditta early. And you mentioned Saker coming in for Jolly, who's taking that AP test. Always nice when you could have a guy like Jack Saker hitting .325 on the season, and he's second in the team in doubles. He's got 5 of those. It's always nice when you can just slot him into that 3 spot when your main guy, Michael Jolly, isn't there.
Ditta steps off. It looked like Saker was going to show bunt that time, according to the Steinert defense, but Condorso steps out, gives a new sign. Ditta looks in. Has the sign, he comes set, looks over at second, lifts the leg, the pitch. Off speed, high and away. 1-0.
He's having some trouble commanding that curveball early. That's the 3rd one that's missed high for him.
First and second, nobody out. The 1-0 pitch is a fastball cut on and fouled back, right side. Count is even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Saker with a chance to push the first run across this afternoon. Nobody out. Runner on first. The 1-1. It's a fastball high taken for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Saker. It's Ditta trying to find his groove, trying to find the zone consistently. 2-1 pitch on the way. Off the hands, fouled straight back. Count goes even, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Saker. Michael Chiaravallo is on deck, center fielder. Two-two pitch, runners on the move, cut on and missed. The throw to third is in time to get Olander. I strike him out, throw him out, double play for the Spartans, and quickly there's 2 outs with a runner on second.
Ditta kind of got bailed out, able to pick up the strikeout, and then Olander was out by a very good bit there. Wonder if maybe he didn't get the best of jumps off of second, but a great throw behind the plate.
Andrew Condurso with a laser to third base as the defense helps out Ditta a little bit. Brian Giolella makes his way to the bump to have a word with him. As Ditta 1 out away from working out of a jam after walking the first 2 Hun batters. There's 2 down, a runner on second. That's Will Kramer. And this is Chiaravallo, Michael Chiaravallo.
Hitting an even .400 on the year. He leads the team in doubles with 6. in his 40 at-bats, 15 or 16 of his hits. 6 of his hits have been doubles, 16 hits overall.
Hun would take another double from him right here. 2 outs and a runner on second as he stares at a fastball low and away, 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 on the way to Chiravallo. It's cut on and bounced well foul towards the dugout of the Hun School.
That was a hanger that almost maybe hung too much and never actually came down into the zone.
One ball, 1 strike. Joey Ditta looks in to Condorso. He has the sign. Looks over at second and steps off. Sunshine making its way through the clouds here a little bit. Partly cloudy sky today. Mostly cloudy, you could argue. The pitch, swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Chiravallo. Ditta looking for the strikeout. The 1-2 pitch. In the air, right field towards Everett. He's coming in, reaches up, makes the catch, and the inning is over. Ditta works out of a jam after he walks the first 2. The defense comes to his aid. Zeros on the scoreboard. Steinert Bats coming up next here on the WVCB Sports Network.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
This is Angelo Weiner, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Back at Rich Giolella Field, let's take a look at the Hun Raiders, how they line up defensively. Tyler Tucker over at third base, Will Kramer at shortstop, Nico Amacangelo over at second base, Jack Saker at first base. In left field, Trey Francis. In center field, Mike Chiravallo. And right field, Mike Olander. Bunch of Mikes on the Hun squad, that's for sure. Charlie Batista gets the start this afternoon, and Deacon Bound behind the dish.
Mike's in the field and Mike's in the booth.
Mike's all around here from Rich Giolella Field. A beautiful afternoon for baseball. And it'll be Braden Nitty, Jake Pope, and Jack Gill. The first 3 due up for the Spartans.
Nitty, kind of your prototypical leadoff hitter, coming in hitting .421, but no extra base hits, 8 for 19 on the season. All 8 of those hits are for a single.
Leading off for the Spartans, number 35.
So here's Braden Nitty. And Nitty's been in the lineup pretty consistently since his sophomore year. Played with his brother Jordan Nitty. Jordan is former shortstop for Brian Giolella. And this is Charles Batista. A hard-throwing right-hander. First pitch, a fastball hums in there, but just misses high and away. 1 ball and no strikes. And one thing when we spoke with Tom Monfiletto, Batista can really ramp it up there. He tops out at 91 miles per hour with the fastball, as this one inside. 2 balls and no strikes to Nitty. But he's got a fastball, a slider, and a changeup. The 3-pitch arsenal for him.
Yeah, and a lot of times when you've got these pitchers that can ramp it up into the 90s, a lot of times command could be an issue. For him, not particularly, though, just 7 walks and 13 2/3.
So he gets Nitty to chop at the fastball off his foot that time. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike to Nitty. Batista, the windup and the pitch. Fastball, called strike on the outside corner. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one looked like a pitcher's pitch, painting the outer black. Batista's 2-2, swing it and a miss from Nitty in the dirt. Bounds puts the tag on him and then proceeds to fire the ball in the right field on the throw around the horn. There's 1 down. It'll bring up Jake Pope.
Yeah, the horn doesn't typically include the outfielders.
Just trying to spread the love, get everybody a touch, you know?
There you go.
So here's Jake Pope, the Spartan second baseman. After the Nitty strikeout, trying to get things going here for Steinert. First pitch from Batista on the way. It's a fastball away. 1 ball and no strikes to Pope. Mentioned Deacon Bound behind the dish today. His mom, Kimberly Saul Bound, proud to be a part of Saul Funeral Homes to sponsor today's contest as Bound tries to frame that pitch on the outer half. It misses. It's 2 balls and no strikes to Pope.
Pope coming in second on this team in average 600, so this is definitely a matchup to watch, power on power.
2-0 on the way, left off by Pope, and it just misses outside according to the home plate umpire. 3 balls and no strikes now to Pope.
Yeah, we've got a small strike zone early, and just as a player, you just hope that it stays consistent.
Batista's 3-0 on the way. Fastball paints the inside corner. It's 3-1. Jack Gill awaits in the on-deck circle. The windup and the pitch from Batista. Hit up the middle, through the hole, a base hit. First hit of the afternoon in this one, and Steinert gets their first base runner of the afternoon. It'll bring up Jack Gill.
Pope able to just reach out and poke that fastball over the outside part of the plate. Good job of staying through and hitting it into center field. That'll up that average from 600 up even higher.
Pope hits it where it's pitched and earns himself a single. 1 away, man on first for Steinert. This is their shortstop. It's Jack Gill. First pitch fastball gets away from Bound. Pope on the move. He'll swipe second base easily, and a runner in scoring position now for Steinert. Pass ball on Bound gets Steinert their first runner in scoring position. 1 ball, no strikes to Gill. The pitch from Batista, it's a fastball low. It's 2 balls and no strikes now.
Well, so far he's just pumping nothing but fastballs in there. I mean, you've got it in the low 90s, and you might as well use it if you've got that in the tank.
Batista's 2-0. Offered at and over the shortstop's glove. Pope will get to third. And staying at first with a single, it's Jack Gill. Runners at the corners, 1 down for Steinert as they threaten in the first inning.
Well, that, of course, is the other way it can go if you just throw a good hitting team like Steinert 1 pitch as they start sitting on it, and now they're in business, and you might have to think about working in some of those off-speed pitches. We've got some height in this matchup.
Yeah, Ryan Everett versus Charles Batista. Everett, the right fielder for Steinert. Batista, the first pitch. On the move is Gill. The throw to second, cut off by Amicangelo. And able to swipe second is Gill. Runners at second and third for Steinert, 1 down.
Gill kind of got off to a slow jump. I think he would have made it anyways, even if the throw wasn't cut off, but you wonder if maybe the play was to try to get him in a rundown and score the run from third that way.
The delayed steal, a tactic used quite frequently from Coach Giolella. Everett pulls this one on the ground left side, fired over to first in time. That's Tyler Tucker over there making the play for out number 2.
Well, that coaching decision paid off right when Steinert got second and third, bringing the infield in, and Batista able to dial up a ground ball, hit right over at his third baseman.
2 down, runners on second and third. It's Christian Finaccio, the left fielder for Steinert. Infield plays their normal positions, retreating back a little bit. Cut on and miss from Finaccio, first pitch. That one looked like the changeup from him.
Yeah, it looked like the first change of the day maybe, and Finaccio sitting fastball was going to try to gear it up and get one first pitch and pulled the string on him.
Oh, 1 on the way. Fastball on the outer black. No balls and 2 strikes.
And now if you're Finaccio, just got a battle, you'd like to obviously score that run from third. You got it with less than 2 outs, and this would be a big job here by Batista if he's able to get out of this inning unscathed.
The 0-2 pitch. Low and away. 1-2. Gill on second, Pope on third. 2 down in the inning. 2 away, the 1-2 pitch. High and away, count evens up now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Home half of the first inning.
Definitely making a concerted effort to pitch Finaccio away. You wonder if maybe he can now look out there on this 2-2 pitch and try to go out and get one.
Batista looking for a weak ground ball or a strikeout here. The 2-2 pitch. Inside, count moves full with first base open and 2 away. Finaccio trying to earn a walk and extend this inning for Steinert. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Batista puts it past him, and the inning is over. The Spartans strand a couple in the inning. Zeros remain on the scoreboard. Top of the second on the other side here on the WBCB Sports Network. Today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of their students the best of luck this school term. They are proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. Some great events coming up. You can find out more about them at htsdnj.org. Retirees welcome for full-time teaching positions at the Hamilton Township School District. Summer camp registration available as well, open for all kids grades K through 12, and Hamilton Township School District Tech Night on May 16th from 5 to 8 p.m. at Crockett Middle School. The event will feature a showcase of the technology of the Hamilton Township Schools. Admission is free, and you can pre-register at htsdnj.org. Joey Ditta back out for inning number 2. Don't forget, parents, if you want your child to learn from professionals of baseball, then the Alumni Baseball Camp is a perfect fit. Headed by Hun baseball coach Tom Monfiletto, a staff of knowledgeable Hun baseball alumni and friends, and held on a beautiful campus at the Hun School. This camp is open to boys and girls from ages 8 to rising 9th graders. 2 sessions, July 24th through the 28th, and July 31st through August 4th. Visit alumnibaseballcamp.com for more information. First pitch to Batista is a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Battle of the pitchers here, top of the second inning. Zeros on the scoreboard, a breaking pitch well outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Batista.
And a battle of pitchers who were able to get out of some jams in the first inning. And you hope here for Ditta that he's able to settle down. He'd walk the first 2 guys, but did not allow anything to come out of that.
1-1 fanned at by Batista. A healthy hack that time makes it 1-2. It'll be Batista, Bound, and Tyler Tucker. The three due up for the Hun School. The 1-2 pitch. Popped up. Right field. Everett camps under this one as that was a high fly ball. And Everett makes the catch look routine out there in right field. One down.
Now batting number 3, catcher Deacon Bound.
F9 the put out for Batista. And that'll bring up Deacon Bound behind the dish this afternoon.
Well, this could be an interesting matchup here. Bound, a very patient hitter. He's worked 9 walks, just hitting 200, but he's been able to get on base quite a bit because of his patience at the plate.
First pitch from Ditta, rolled over left side, fielded by Tash, throws over to first in time, 2 down.
We call that the announcer's jinx, getting him to swing at the first pitch after I called him patient.
One pitch to Bound sets him down, 5-3 the put out.
Number 6, third baseman Tyler Tucker.
And that'll bring up the Hun third baseman and Tyler Tucker. Two quick outs for Ditta. First pitch offered at in the air, right side, moving over is Lambert. He reaches up and makes the catch as the wind kind of caught it for a little bit, but Lambert able to record the final out in foul territory. 3 up, 3 down for Steinert in their defensive half of the inning. Bottom of the second coming up next here on WBCB.
Behind home plate, we have a concession stand. We'd love for you to come over and get yourself a beverage, hot or cold. And we also have...
And don't forget about the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter, the pets of the game. If you're looking for a loving pet to add to your family, consider visiting the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter at 2100 Sylvan Avenue. Let's meet today's adoptable pets of the game. First, it's a dog, Grim. Meet Grim. Not to be confused with Grin, which is what this sweet boy is always wearing. This friendly, affectionate, eligible bachelor is looking for a long-term relationship with a dog-experienced human. He's about 2.5 years old and is a short and stocky 70 pounds. Like most dogs, Grim would benefit from some training and exercise. This athletic guy promises to keep up with you on hikes too. Grim is looking for a home without small children and one where he is your one and only pet. And our cat, Tinsel. Tinsel is about 2 years old. She's a little shy at first, but is curious about her surroundings. She'll need a quiet home where she can feel secure and come out of her shell. The Hamilton Township Animal Shelter is open Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., Thursdays until 7 p.m., closed on Sundays. View more of their adoptable pets and learn about how to volunteer and their foster programs at hamiltonnj.com/animal shelter.
Yeah.
Home half of the second. Both teams still looking for their first run. And it'll be 6, 7, 8 for Steinert. Jack Lambert, Joey Ditta, Ryan Tash. The three due up in the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, really impressed with Ditta, who after running into a little bit of trouble in the first was able to work a very easy second, and I'm sure Bautista looking to do the same.
Chopper to the right side to Amicangelo. He flips it over to first in time. One pitch, one out.
Very good start there for Bautista in his hunt for an easy inning.
Next up for Steinert, number 2, pitcher Joey Ditta.
Here's Joey Ditta. I mentioned he's on the bump for Steinert this afternoon, typically the starting third baseman for Brian Gialella. One down his first at-bat against Batista. The first pitch. It's a fastball high and away. He's ahead, 1 ball and no strikes. Ditta trying to help his own cause. Get on base here with 1 down. The 1-0 pitch. In the air right side, this could be troublesome, but coming over to make the catch is Olander. He's got it, 2 down.
Now batting number 10, third baseman Ryan Tash.
2 up, 2 down. Ryan Tash steps in, looking to extend the inning. First pitch from Batista. Tash throws bunt. It's a high fastball off the glove of Bound.
Tash hasn't gotten a whole lot of opportunities with this Steinert team, but when he has, he's made the most of them. He's 5 for 8 this season. And again, all five of his hits have been singles. this is definitely a Steinert team that likes to do it with the small ball and score their runs without much power, just playing the game the right way.
Fastball dots the outer half from Batista, evens the count at 1 apiece. 1-1 on the way, cut on and chopped well foul towards the Steinert dugout. Count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 away here, home half of the second. Steinert with 2 hits, both of them coming in the home half of the first. Back-to-back singles from Pope and Gill, and the Spartans ended up stranding both of them at second and third. The 1-2 pitch. Laced through the hole on the right side. That's a base knock. Throw to first is picked out in time by Jolly.
What a play there.
Olander with the heady play. It looked like it was a sure base knock, but Olander charged the ball hard the whole way, fired it to first, picked out by Jolly, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, nobody left on, and the Steinert Spartans hit the field. Hun coming up to bat next here on the WBCV Sports Network.
Fly a rocket, save the tigers, hike the mountains of Peru. There is nothing we can't do when we read. April is School Library Month. School libraries are magical places where students fall in love with reading and learning. NJEA members honor the important role that school librarians play in cultivating creativity and supporting student success. New Jersey schools are #1 in the nation because we prepare students to be successful in school and in life. This message is sponsored by the New Jersey Education Association and this radio station.
The Italian People's Bakery is proud to support today's contest here on the WBCV Sports Network. You can visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell that homemade bread made daily or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery, located at 63 Butler Street, is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. You can visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. 8, 9, and 1 due up.
For the Hun School, number 4.
For the Hun Raiders, it's Trey Francis to get us going. It'll be Francis, Amicangelo, and Olander due up this inning. First pitch fastball misses. 1 ball, no strikes.
Guess that miss maybe just in off the plate. That looked pretty good from here.
Top of the third, zeros on the scoreboard. Francis looks at an off-speed pitch up and in. He's ahead 2 balls and no strikes.
So far, these pitchers have kind of mirrored each other to get on in the first inning, but nobody scores, and then they work really quick second innings.
Fastball hums in there. It's 2 balls and 1 strike now to Francis. Did his 2-1 on the way in the dirt. 3 balls and 1 strike. Hitters count for Trey Francis. Ditta looks into Condorso, has the sign. 3-1 in the dirt, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk for the Raiders.
Great at bat there by Francis, able to get the leadoff guy on, and now a chance for the bottom of the order to turn it over to
batting number 5.
maybe the more powerful hitters up at the top. We got a pretty powerful hitter right here at the bottom.
Nico Amicangelo steps in, the second baseman for Hun. And as you mentioned, Jordan looking to turn the lineup over. Francis on first base. Ditta needs a couple seconds. He'll step off the rubber and regroup.
Yeah, and Amicangelo comes in hitting .409 this season. He's got 7 RBIs. 9 for 22. He scored 6 runs as well to go along with that.
First pitch on the way to Amicangelo, taken high apparently for ball 1. Sophomore infielder. Have to wait for the second pitch of this at-bat as a pickoff move over to Francis. He's back in time. Nico Amicangelo starting the majority of these games at second base for Hun. Fastball paints the inner black, evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Dida pulls out the slide step there, trying to control the running game.
Dida has a sign from Condurso. Francis leads off first. Lifts the leg and delivers. Francis is on the move. Ball skips short of Condurso. Goes to the backstop. Francis takes second base and a runner in scoring position with nobody out again for Hun.
Well, Dida goes away from the slide step there, and obviously not much of a chance as the ball got away, but
Francis able to swipe second on the wild pitch. 2-1 on the way. Low and outside. 3 balls and 1 strike to Amicangelo. Michael Olander waits in the on-deck circle. He walked his first time up, reached second on an error. Was stranded. The 3-1. Inside, ball 4. Runners at first and second. Nobody out in the top of the lineup now for Hun.
Now this inning starting out exactly how the first did, with a walk, stolen base, and then another walk. Dida was able to work around it there. However, he's got to deal with the top of the lineup here in the third, and Hun another great opportunity to strike first.
And this will bring up Michael Olander, the outfielder playing in right field today. That's where he's been the majority of the year. As the famous fake bunt play from the Steinert defense. Did this last time there were runners on first and second. Both corners crash in. Condorso steps out in front of home plate. Gives the infield the defensive sign, and Dida resets. Looked over at second again, trying to keep an eye on Wells. No throw, however. Olander's still waiting for the first pitch of this at-bat. Condorso steps out again and gives out some more signs. Dida looking in, has the pitch. 0-0 on the way. Olander shows bunt. He offered at it. No balls, 1 strike. Snap throw to first. Tag is off the line. The throw was there. And just able to get back in is Amicangelo.
Yeah, well, that throw beat him by a very good bit, but it was just a little bit offline. If it was perhaps a better throw, they would have had him easily.
Olander behind, no balls and 1 strike as he offered at the pitch in the dirt. The bunt attempt. Shows bunt again early on. The pitch. Pulls back. It's a called strike, however, on the outer half. Dida in the driver's seat. No balls and 2 strikes to Olander.
Yeah, now you wonder if they're going to still have this bunt play on here with 2 strikes and a pretty good hitter at the plate.
Dida peeks into Condorso. Has the sign. Lifts the leg and delivers the pitch. It's a curveball outside. That one of the better curveballs that Dida has thrown this afternoon. Got on top of that one, but Olander not offering at it. Count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Dida's 1-2 on the way. Cut on and missed. He struck him out.
Big time K there by Dida. He's been able to get outs when he's needed them, and that's another example of it. Still obviously nowhere near out of this inning, but a huge first out to get.
Here's Will Kramer. Reached on a walk. Runners at first and second, 1 down after the strikeout to Olander. Dida retoes the rubber. Looks in. Comes set. Peeks over at second to keep an eye on Francis. The first pitch. On the ground, right side, could be 2. Pope flips to Gill for 1. Over to first. Past Lambert. On his way home is Francis. He'll score. On his way to second is Kramer. The throw is high. And runners at second and third as the first run comes across. It's 1-0 Hun.
Better throw. Maybe would have had him, but tried to rush that throw out there at short and it ended up skipping on by, and now Hun is able to strike first. They've got 1 run, but no hit still.
And it's just a runner on second as man on first was thrown out, trying to turn 2 that time. That was Amicangelo. Francis comes around to score, and Michael Jolly steps in. First pitch fastball hums in at the knees, no balls and one strike.
Well, Jolly right out of AP testing, now a chance to come in and help his team in an RBI opportunity.
Oh, 1 curveball high. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And Jolly is this team's power hitter. 4 home runs on the year, 4 doubles, hitting .421. Is the first baseman for Hun.
Did his 1-1 pitch on the way in the dirt, stopped by Condurso. Kramer retreats back to second. 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 from Ditta. Just misses low and outside. Count moves 3 balls, 1 strike.
And now if you're Jolly, you're got a keyhole and probably sit on a pitch. Got to assume a fastball's coming here. 3 balls, 1 strike, and a chance to extend this lead.
Fastball paints the outer black, and the count moves full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Mike Jolly.
Certainly a pitcher's pitch there, Ditta, I guess, being able to paint that down in a away corner. It's a good pitch, 3-1. Now he's got a chance to get out of this, only allowing the 1 run.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch in the dirt. Ball 4, runners on the move. That's Kramer, and he swipes third base. Runners at the corners now with 2 down.
Condurso probably lucky that throw didn't skip into left field. I mean, he had no chance to throw out the runner and still let it go. And a good play over there at third by Tash to be able to knock it down and prevent the run from coming home.
So Kramer swipes third. Jolly forces a walk, and stepping in is Michael Chiravallo. Runners on the move from first. Pitch is in the dirt and held by Condurso. Jolly takes second base. Runners at second and third now for Hun. Hun, with their first run, pushed across in the inning, still looking for their first hit in this one. Second error of the afternoon for Steinert on that throw from Gill. It looked like it was a pretty clean-cut double play ball there, but Gill's throw just a little too wide for Lambert to handle. And Francis was able to trot home rather easily for the first run.
Yeah, no hits, but 5 walks. They've stolen 3 bags already, and those 2 errors have really made Hun seem like the offense has been rolling.
Roped at Tash, hits off his glove. A run's going to come across, and runners remain at the corners as it's an infield single. That ball was absolutely scorched.
Yeah, that'll be the first hit of the day for Hun. Not much Tash could have done. It kind of took a short hop on him, and at least able to knock it down and not allow a second run to come in.
So an RBI single for Chiravallo. Here's Charlie Batista. Flew out to right field back in the second inning. Trying to help his own cause here with a runner on third. Runner at first. Takes off and takes second easily as they call a balk, I believe, down on the field. As Brian Giolella having some words for the home plate umpire, disagreeing with somebody yelled out balk. I believe it was not an umpire who said it, and caused some confusion out there, and Brian doesn't agree with that one. First pitch wide and outside.
Yeah, Ditta definitely. I mean, he had the runner there picked off again, but like you said, just some confusion. Never ended up throwing the ball, and yeah, I don't think it was the home plate umpire that called the balk.
1-0 to Batista. Blasted in the air left field. If it's fair, it's gone. It is a foul ball, and it just stays in the yard.
That sliced foul just at the last second. And that looked like it might end up going over the pole.
And that wind blowing in from left field might have just saved both a fair ball and a home run. Batista will have to do it again. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away. Runners at second and third.
Yeah, wind not gusting very hard, but on one like that where it goes off the wall, any little bit helps, and it saves us from becoming a big inning, at least for now, here for Steinert.
So a long strike 1 from Ditta to Batista. The next pitch is cut on and missed. A nice off-speed pitch from Ditta has him ahead. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Batista.
Yeah, Batista geared up for the fastball there and just did not get it. Ended up being way out in front. You know, he's hungry now after that ball just went foul.
The 1-2 in the dirt. 2-2. Ditta comes set. The 2-2 pitch in the dirt. Batista able to lay off that time. And the count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Runners at second and third.
Yeah, and something that Ditta's kind of struggled with is he's been able to get ahead of a lot of these Hun batters, but just unable to put them away, and it's led to some extended at-bats and, in turn, some extended innings as well.
Ditta comes set. The 3-2 pitch. Out cold. Strike 3 on the outside corner as the curveball gets him looking. Hun strands a couple more, but they get 2 across in the top of the third. Steinert bats coming up to bat next here on the WBCB Sports Network.
All right, and today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We are proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. Well, retirees, welcome for full-time teaching positions at HTSD. Visit htsdnj.org to learn more. HTSD Summer Camp 2023 registration is open. Summer camps are offered to Hamilton Township residents entering grades K through 12. Visit hdsdnj.org to register. And HDSD Tech Night is on May 16th from 5 to 8 p.m. at Crockett Middle School. The event will feature a showcase of the technology of the Hamilton Township schools. Admission is free, and you can pre-register at hdsdnj.org. And don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of The Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's The Trentonian, or online at trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it's The Trentonian. Who has the car inventory in Mercer and Bucks counties? The all-new Hyundai of Trenton has cars priced from $2,000 to $200,000 and everything in between. And all the new Hyundai models, pre-owned cars and SUVs from BMW, Audi, Cadillac, Ford, Chevy, and other models. Hyundai of Trenton has the inventory ready for immediate delivery. Hyundai of Trenton, the area's newest auto dealer, has the cars in stock at 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township.
Home half of the third inning. Steinert looking to respond after a couple of runs come across for Hun in their half of the third.
Off for the Spartans, number 6.
Home half of the third inning. It's Andrew Condurso, 9-1-2 due up. The first 3 here in the bottom of the third inning. Condurso, Nitty, and Pope. First pitch from Batista is a fastball, low and away. 1 ball, no strikes to Condurso.
Batista now working with the lead. He did have to sit for a while. Of course, he did have an at-bat there in that third inning, but hasn't been on the bump in a while, and we'll see if that affects him at all.
1-0 fastball high and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. It's always something to monitor for sure. Those long offensive innings, it's great when you're able to put up a crooked number, but sometimes an inning lasting a long time can affect your pitcher. And the defensive half as a fastball paints the outer black. 2-1.
Especially with a guy like Batista who will rev it up into the 90s. Never want that arm to be resting for too long if you're him.
2-1. Fouled off left side. 2-2. Hun with 2 runs on 1 hit. In the top of the third. The 2-2 pitch. Outside, count moves full. Steinert looking to get the leadoff man in the inning aboard for the first time this afternoon.
Yeah, and if I'm Batista, I am going to challenge Condurso with the fastball here. You get that 2-run lead. The last thing you want to do is walk the leadoff hitter.
3-2 on the way. Fastball rolled over left side. Coming in, making the play and throwing over to first. A little bit high. The race to the bag is in time as Jolly is able to recover on the high throw from Tyler Tucker. 1 down.
Yeah, Tucker having to charge that one and throw across his body.
Tucker coming in on that dribbler hit to third base. Made the throw on the run that time. Had a little bit more time. Could have set his feet there. But nonetheless, 5-3 the putout. First pitch to Nitty is taken for a ball. It's 1-0 to the Steinert center fielder. Fouls this one off. Right side. Well out of play.
And now we'll see how Steinert attacks the right-hander going second time through the order. Now that they've gotten a chance to see some of his pitches, including the heater, see if they're able to catch up to it a little bit more here the second time through.
Batista's 1-1, offered at in the air right side and caught out there by Olander, who had it measured perfectly for out number 2.
Yeah, hard hit by Nitty, unfortunately, right at Olander. Had to take maybe 1 or 2 steps and able to make the play easily.
2 up, 2 down. Here's Jake Pope. He had a single, reached second on a pass ball. Was stranded over at third base back in the first. Batista winds and delivers. First pitch bunted. It's a pretty one. Going to be a tough play for Tucker. The throw on the run, not in time. It's an infield single, and Pope is 2 for 2.
Beautiful bunt there, able to go get that first pitch. Expected it to be a good one to bunt, and it certainly was, and he placed it in pretty much an impossible spot to make a play.
Number 19, Jack Gill.
So a 2-out base runner for the Spartans. It's Jack Gill stepping in. Gill had a single and was able to swipe second. That was back in the first inning. Pickoff move over to first to check on Pope. He's back in time. Two away and a runner on first. Pope inching off of first. The first pitch just misses low and away. 1-0 to Gill. Wind continues to blow in now from right center field. Batista taking his time, looking in. Throws over to first, picked by Jolly over there. Count still 1 ball, no strikes to Gill. Pope continues to get his lead off of first. The pitch. Fastball hums in there. It's 1-1. It sure looks like it's between 88 to 91 miles per hour from Batista. That fastball is lively coming out of his hand.
And you could also tell Steinert's been very late on a lot of their swings against it as well.
Change-up paints the outer black that time. In the driver's seat is Batista. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jack Gill.
And now you wonder if they're going to put Pope in motion here with 2 strikes and 2 outs.
Pope gets his lead off of first. Nothing too crazy over there. Now he inches off just as I say that. He is on the move. The 1-2 in the dirt. Picked by Bound. Throw to second is not in time as Pope swipes second base on a great jump that time.
Yeah, and that extra step definitely helped him. It was a fantastic throw behind the plate, but he did take that extra step, like you said there, at the end of his lead and was able to get in there, and now a single will put Steinert on the board.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Jack Gill. Singled back in the first. Was able to steal a base and was left stranded at second. Pope is on second now, representing the first run for Steinert potentially. Now McAngelo peeks over, trying to keep Pope close. The 2-2 pitch. Inside. Count moves full to Jack Gill. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Ryan Everett would be up next if the inning does continue. Batista taking his time, looking in. Comes set. The 3-2 pitch. On the ground towards short. Fielded. Thrown on the run in time. And the inning is over. The Spartans strand another. This one in scoring position. Jack Gill retired. A nice play by Will Kramer over at short. And the Hun Bats coming up to bat next. The Raiders up 2-0. Looking to add some more. Top half of the fourth on the other side here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey.
Joey Ditta's back out there for Steinert. And you could really argue, Jordan, I mean, you don't even have to argue. It's a fact that he's done his job to this point. Just a couple of bounces not going his way, and it's not like he's been batted around all that much to this point. I mean, only 1 hit given up and 2 runs have come across. Just some defensive miscues, a little bit of throwing the baseball around for Steinert at times, but still, he's done everything in his power to give his team a chance to compete in this one. It's just been a couple of formidable bounces, if you will, for Hun in this one.
Yeah, and you got to credit Hun as well. They've been able to, I think, maybe get in his head a little bit with the running game. They've stolen 3 bags. Something that did struggle with coming into this one was the walks. That's the only thing that he's really had trouble with. He's walked 5 through the first 3 innings, and that's led to a couple of runs for the Raiders.
It'll be Deacon Bound, Tyler Tucker, and Trey Francis. 6, 7, 8 for the Raiders. First pitch to Bound, taken outside, off-speed pitch that time from Ditta. Ditta's 1-0 on the way, cut on. Chopped out in front of home plate. Ditta fields, throws over to first. 1 out.
Good play there by Ditta. Wasn't sure. I guess that ball did not hit off of the foot of Bound, but
Batting number 6,
again, a great play by Ditta. Just come off the mound, make it look very easy. You see a lot of times. But did a good job to settle down, know his runner, and make a good throw.
First pitch to Tyler Tucker is offered at, swing and a miss. It's no balls and 1 strike to the Hun third baseman. Popped out in foul territory his first time up. That one inside, evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Perhaps trying to back Tucker off the plate a little bit there as his toes on the very inside part of that batter's box.
That one in the dirt. 2-1 now to Tucker. Two one on the way from Ditta. Cut on and missed. 2-2.
Well, he's got that off-speed pitch working now, able to get some swings and misses after he'd struggled with it a little bit to start with the command-wise.
2-2 missing low and away that time, and the count is now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 down. Tyler Tucker flew out in foul territory to Jack Lambert in the second. Payoff pitch, belted to left field, hooking well foul. We'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, that I guess looked like the slider that was just left up right out over the middle of the plate, and I think Tucker's eyes got a little bit too big for that one and swung just a little bit early.
3-2 again from Ditta. Fouled back. A little out in front that time was Tucker, as he's got some words for himself, a little self-talk there.
Yeah, I think he's frustrated that he missed that one, too. That was another good one to hit.
Ditta changing speeds here a bit. Trying to catch Tucker off balance here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. The payoff pitch just misses outside. Ditta wanted it. Doesn't get it. And it's a 1-out walk.
Yeah, and that kind of just goes back to what we had talked about last inning, where Ditta, again, able to get ahead of one of these batters, unable to put them away, and it leads to another walk, his 6th of the afternoon.
1 down, a runner on first. This will bring up Trey Francis, the Hun left fielder. Came around to score after he walked, reached second on a wild pitch, and then came across to score on another error. Tom Monfiletto with some words for his left fielder. Trey Francis stepping in. Did a pickoff move to first. Back in time is Tucker.
Well, something that's been very noticeable is that whenever a runner has been on, which has happened quite a bit here, Ditta's
pickoff move that time goes over the head of Lambert. Tucker's on his way to second, thinking about third, but he'll slow up and stay there at second base. It's another throwing error for Steinert. It's their 3rd one of the afternoon.
And that kind of just goes right to that point. I mean, whenever somebody gets on, it seems that it's kind of gotten to Ditta a little bit and just uncorked the throw there.
Francis still waiting for the first pitch of the at-bat, now with a runner in scoring position. And 1 down, the first pitch. Fastball paints the outer black. No balls, 1 strike to Francis. Nico Amacangelo is on deck. The 0-1 on the way from Ditta. Swung on and missed. Ditta in the driver's seat. No balls and 2 strikes. Wind continues to whip in from right center field, now blowing more towards the first baseline. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, that time he was able to put Francis away rather easily. Just came with the 0-2. Again, looked like a slider kind of front doored him. Started at his body and able to get it to break out over the plate, and Francis just too late once he realized that ball was going to come back.
Nico Amacangelo stares at a fastball on the outer black for a called strike 1. Ditta continues to mix speeds nicely here. 2 away, a runner on second base. The pitch. High and inside. Count evens up at 1-1. Amacangelo walked and was thrown out at second on a fielder's choice. That one just misses outside. Ditta wanted it, but he doesn't get it again. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Ditta's 2-1. Fouled straight back. Evens the count, 2-2 with 2 away.
Straight up challenged him there.
Two outs, a runner on second. 9-hole hitter for Hun, trying to extend the inning. Ditta's 2-2. In the dirt, counts full. Condurso with a nice stop. And retreating back to second base is Tucker. So the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Amacangelo.
That ball bounced just far enough away from Condurso. Had the runner on second there, Tucker, way off the bag.
The 3-2 pitch. Fouled back, and we'll do it again. Tucker gets his lead off second. Dida gets the sign from Condurso. He has it. He's set. Peeks over at second. Lifts the leg. The pitch. In the air. Right center field. This will get down and split the gap. On his way home and scoring easily is Tucker. The throw to second is in time to retire the side. They get Amacangelo on his way to second. But another run does come across for Hun in the inning. Tom Monfiletto in disagreement with the call. As there might be some confusion if the run scored in time. They might not count that run.
Either way, did you see that play? It looked like it kicked off the center fielder's glove right into the hands of the right fielder out there. That's Everett, and he was able to make the strong throw. That bobble went right into his hand.
Joe,
We're going to...
run or no? Okay, thank you.
His home plate umpire says no run on the play. They will not count it. So the score remains 2-0 in favor of Hun, as the Steinert defense able to save a run in the top of the fourth inning. Bottom of the fourth coming up next here on WBCB.
Did you see that? It kicked like and ended up saving the run too.
Did Tucker score first, or was it like... Since 1899, proud to be a part of your greater Hamilton Township community is Saul Funeral Home. Saul Funeral Home is a fourth-generation family-owned business that proudly supports our community and has guided families in Mercer County when they needed it the most. Their caring, dedicated, and compassionate staff is always ready to go above and beyond to bring you the closure you deserve while celebrating the unique life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor today's game and hopes you enjoy it. And parents, if you want your child to learn from professionals of baseball, then the Alumni Baseball Camp is a perfect fit. Headed by Hun baseball coach Tom Monfiletto and a staff of knowledgeable Hun baseball alumni and friends, and held on a beautiful campus at the Hun School, this camp is open to boys and girls from ages 8 to rising 9th graders. 2 sessions, July 24th through 28th and July 31st through August 4th. You can visit alumnibaseballcamp.com for more details. That's alumnibaseballcamp.com. Everett steps in after recording an outfield assist. Batista fields it, runs over, puts the tag on him for out number 1.
Kind of just to put a bow on that last play that ended the inning back in the top of the fourth. The ball had kicked right from Nitty's glove over to Everett. Ended up making that strong throw to second to gun down the runner, and it actually really helped Steinert in the fact that it saved a run from scoring, now still only down by 2.
Finaccio stares at a fastball. He's ahead 1 ball and no strikes. So 1 unassisted on the putout from Ryan Everett, or on Ryan Everett from Batista, as Finaccio cuts at the fastball and misses. It's 1-1. The 1-1. Right back to Batista again. This time he'll throw over to first, as that one almost got away from him a bit. Jolly hauls it in. 2 up, 2 down.
This time he decides to get Jolly involved. Figure maybe he came back from that from the testing there, got here a little bit late. Just wanted to, on the first one, just give him the easy play of just taking it to the bag himself.
Well, Batista's shown that he can field his position pretty well to this point. Recorded consecutive outs in this inning, and the first pitch to Jack Lambert is well outside for ball 1. Batista looks in to Bound. Has the sign, lifts the leg, and delivers. That one paints the outer black for strike one. 1-1. Well short and outside. Gripping that one a little too tightly was Batista.
Yeah, gripping it too tightly and hanging on to it way too long. That ball almost bounced down the line. Would have been behind the batter if he was in the if he was in the left-handed box.
Batista's 2-1. That one finds the outer black. Evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Joey Ditta would be up next if the inning does continue. The 2-2 pitch. Chopper left side. Takes it on the granny hop over there, throws over to first, and the inning is over. Tucker makes the routine play at third, flips it over to first and Jolly. 3 up, 3 down for the Spartans in their offensive half of the inning. Hun Bats coming up next here on WBCB.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. And the Italian People's Bakery is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell that homemade bread made daily, or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery, located on 63 Butler Street, is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936.
Top of the order for the Raiders of the Hun School. Olander, Kramer, Jolly. The 3 due up here, top of the 5th inning. Hun on top, 2-0. First pitch curveball high and away. 1 ball and no strikes to Olander. Olander struck out swinging his last time up. Walked back in the first. 1-0. Fastball high and away. 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 from Ditta, high and inside, ducking out of the way, and just getting out of the way of that one is Olander.
Well, Ditta's had a walk in every inning so far except for the second, and now in danger of walking the leadoff man here.
3-0 pitch, in the dirt, ball 4. It's a 4-pitch leadoff walk for the leadoff man in Michael Olander.
It's his 7th walk of the day for Ditta. Command has certainly been an issue for him.
Well, he's had a bunch of help defensively. You see the 3 errors on the scoreboard for Steinert in this one, but still, timely defense has helped Ditta keep this a manageable lead.
Now batting number 2, shortstop Will.
Or a manageable disadvantage, I should say. Trailing by 2.
Yeah, timely defense, but unfortunately also some untimely defense. Ditta still actually hasn't allowed an earned run in this season.
Right.
So you come in allowed 2 runs, none of them earned, and he's allowed 2 runs here, and neither of them are earned also because of an error back in the 3rd inning. Will
Kramer with a runner on first and nobody out. Fake steal that time from Olander. He'll retreat back to first. Condurso thought about a snap throw, but held back. It's 5 straight balls from Joey Ditta. Kramer ahead, 1 ball and no strikes. Pickoff move to first. Lambert able to handle that one. Olander back in plenty of time. Mike Jolly awaits on deck. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Low and inside, it's a ball. 2-0, 6 straight balls now for Ditta.
Olander kind of went and stopped. He didn't have the best of jumps, so definitely a smart decision, especially with Ditta struggling to find the zone.
2 balls, no strikes. Some action in the Steinert bullpen. Olander on first, gets his secondary lead. Ball chopped back up the middle, off the glove of Ditta. He hustles, slides, throws to first. What a play from Joey Ditta to get an out. As he recovers after the ball trickles off his glove, he slides, plants, throws to first in time for out number 1. Olander heads to second on the fielder's choice.
Now batting number 11.
1-3 the putout.
You talked about that timely defense. This time Ditta helps his own cause as that ball looked like it was ticketed for center field. But a great job to knock it down and just stick with it, slide on the ground to get it and make the play over to first. When it hit off his glove, I thought it was just going to end up there in no man's land with no chance, but Ditta, a great play.
Jolly looks at one in the dirt, trickles away from Condurso. The throw to third is well late and almost trickles away from Tash, but a nice pick from him at the hot corner. It's 1 ball and no strikes to Jolly. Steinert outfield being realigned from the bench. They try to measure out Mike Jolly. 4 home runs on the season. Chops this one foul down the third baseline. Count moves 1 ball and 1 strike.
And the way Batista's been pitching on the mound for Hun, you got a feeling that another run crossing the plate here would be big for them.
Ditta's 1-1 on the way. Swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. Now Ditta had 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and conversely, Ditta, if he's able to pick up the strikeout here against one of the better hitters on this Hun team, could maybe swing the momentum back to Steinert.
1-2 pitch, lays off. It just misses outside as Steinert defense wanted that call. Count moves 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 to Jolly. Chopped and hits off of him in the box, so we'll do it again. Jolly well in front of that off-speed pitch. Looked like the curveball that time from Ditta.
He's been early on a couple of off-speed pitches at bat. You got a feeling Ditta's going to come right back with it here. Maybe not give Jolly a chance to sit on one.
Curveball just misses high, and the count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Mike Jolly. Runner on third, 1 down. The payoff pitch in the dirt for ball 4, trickles away from Condurso a bit. Olander stays put at third base. Runners at the corners now, 1 down, and that'll bring up Michael Chiravallo.
Yeah, and that does put the double play in order, but again, it just goes back to Ditta not being able to put guys away. He had Jolly there 1 and 2 and a chance to get a big-time strikeout with a runner on third and only 1 out here. And instead, now is to reset with runners on the corners. It does, again, put the double play in order, but it would have been much nicer for Ditta to be able to get a second out. That might be it for him. Let's see.
Yeah, I think some of the emotion starting to pick up in this one a little bit as Tom Maffaletto had to peek into his bench, tell him to stop some of the chants they were having coming from the dugout there, some of the words being said. Runners at first and second. Ditta with a third to first pickoff move.
Steinert head coach there in between batters was kind of just signaling out to right field, see if one of the 2 relievers that are warming up, if either of them were ready, and they are not. So this definitely could be the last batter for Ditta.
Weber and Wolak.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch fastball on the outer black. And
Weber is in the bullpen.
Jeremy Weber out there in the pen for Steinert. Typically see Andrew Wolak in the pen sometimes for them as well, as runners on the move, but the pitch fouled off by Chiravallo. No balls and 2 strikes to the Hun center fielder. Runners will retreat back to their bags, the corners.
Well, every time that Hun has had runners on the corners, they've put the runner at first in motion, and they do it again there, and I expect to see it again here.
Jolly gets his lead off first. Olander at third. The 0-2 pitch. Outside. 1-2. Chiravallo with an RBI single in the third. Hun's first hit of the afternoon. Just 2 hits on the day for Hun. Pickoff move to check on Jolly, and he flops back into the bag there. I would say he dove back in, but it was a graceful dive back in the first. Just kind of laid himself back on the bag there.
Trying not to get that uniform too dirty.
Ditta's 1-2. In the dirt, stopped by Condurso. Runner stay put. Count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Let's see if Ditta maybe comes here with an off-speed pitch, try to force a ground ball. Much needed right now.
The 2-2. In the air, but well back behind home plate. It'll leave the yard. Count holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jeremy Weber continues to warm up in the bullpen for Steinert. The 2-2 pitch. In the air, left side. Might stay in the yard. Tash gives it a look, but it carries out of play. Chiravallo continuing to battle in this at-bat. Batista waits in the on-deck circle. 1 down, runners at first and third. The 2-2 pitch. Misses low. Ditta loses his footing and falls down. Gives a thumbs up to Condurso. He seems to be all right.
You wonder if maybe the mound is, this game has gone on, maybe the dirt deteriorating a little bit.
Count's full now. Three balls, 2 strikes. Jolly gets his lead off first. It's another third to first pickoff move, but Ditta holds on to the ball.
Yeah, Jolly not taking too big of a lead over there at first. They definitely could send him in motion, though, with the corners and 1 out full count.
Insurance run 90 feet away for Hun is keeping an eye on Jolly is Ditta.
That was another pretty graceful dive back in. It's something that he's worked on.
Ditta has the sign from Condurso. The 3-2 pitch. In the air, center field on a ride. This could go. It is off the wall. 1 run's going to score. Runners at second and third. It's an RBI double for Chiravallo, and it's 3-0 Hun.
First extra base hit of the game for Hun, too, and it couldn't have come at a better time for them. Chiravallo able to win the battle there, and he smoked that pitch. And now second and third, they're still in business looking for more, and that looks like it's going to be it.
So Olander scores on the RBI double. Jolly goes to third, Chiravallo to second, and Brian Giolella makes his way out to the hill. Joey Ditta. Looks like that will be it for him this afternoon. 4 1/3 innings pitched. 3 runs given up. And I don't think any of them were earned. One was earned, the walk. Today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of their students the best of luck this school term. They are proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. Retirees welcome for full-time teaching positions at htsdnj.org. To learn more, go ahead and visit htsdnj.org. Retirees welcome for full-time teaching positions in the Hamilton Township School District. Summer camp options for Hamilton Township School District kids. It's open now at htsdnj.org, grades K through 12. Visit htsdnj.org to register. And Tech Night for the Hamilton Township School District is on May 16th from 5 to 8 p.m. at Crockett Middle School. The event will feature a showcase of the technology of the Hamilton Township Schools. Admission is free, and you can pre-register at htsdnj.org. And don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news, 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at trentonian.com, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. 4 1/3 innings pitched for Joey Ditta. His day comes to an end as the Spartans turn to the pen. Jeremy Weber gets the rubber.
Yeah, and Jeremy Weber coming in 3.15 ERA in 6 2/3 innings this season. He's given up 5 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, walked 4, and struck out 10. And he's definitely going to be looking to get a strikeout here, coming in an unenviable situation with 2 in scoring position.
So 2 guys, as you mentioned, in scoring position, and Weber here. And one of the things that it's a common theme really with all of these Steinert relief pitchers, their ability to throw strikes consistently and get ground ball outs. I mean, it's really been impressive this season. A guy that we've seen a lot has been Andrew Wolak to this point, but out of the pen, he's typically the first arm out of the pen for Giolella this season. But this time they turn to Weber, and he's another guy that can really locate the fastball low and get guys to roll over on pitches.
Yeah, and that's something that they definitely need after Ditta. 8 walks in this game for him in just those 4 1/3, and the 2 on are his responsibility as well. Gave up his first earned run of the season here in this inning.
Spartans, Jeremy Weber. Now batting number 12, pitcher Charlie Batista.
Weber's got to do the best he can now to hold it here, and the way Batista's pitching, you've got a feeling a couple more runs could put this one out of reach.
Here's Batista trying to help his own cause. Stares at one. Misses high. 1 ball and no strikes.
Sometimes I might have hit it when I stood up.
No, but it was longer than one. It was like midway through.
Batista flew out to right field and struck out. He's 0 for 2. Ahead 1 ball, no strikes. As they're going to intentionally walk Batista here to load the bases.
Yeah, well, you mentioned Steinert's ability out of the bullpen to get ground balls. Figure put the double play in order.
So here's Deacon Bound.
Deacon Bound.
And Bound, the son of Kimberly Saul Bound from Saul Funeral Homes, who sponsors today's contest. A staple of the Hamilton Township community is Saul Funeral Homes. And Deacon, the backstop for the Hun Raiders this season.
Bounds grounded out a couple of times today. Got to figure that plays into the decision to walk Batista.
First pitch fastball locates the outer half for a called strike 1. Weber gets ahead. Weber looks into Condurso, has the sign, he's set. The 0-1 pitch. Up and in. Backing out is Bound. 1 ball and 1 strike. Girovallo on second. Jolly on third. Batista on first. The pitch. On the ground, left side. Picked by Tash. He comes home for out number 1. And that's all they'll get is 1 out. 2 outs now in the inning. And this will bring up Tyler Tucker.
There you go. The intentional walk ends up paying off, is able to force the ground ball. Not a double play, but a great job by Tash over at third to recognize that the double play was pretty much impossible and just come home, cut down the runner, and now a chance to get out of this, only down by 3.
Hun with some activity in their bullpen right now as well, as we have a pinch runner being assigned. Rohan Sheth
Courtesy runner number 16, Rohan.
will do some
Sheth.
pinch running for Deacon Bound with 2 away. Courtesy runner for the catcher. Allows him some time to get the gear on and speeds up the process of the game as well in between innings. 2 down now. And Tyler Tucker walked his last time up, reached second on a wild throw on the pickoff move from Ditta. Here with the bases loaded, 2 down. Hunt already with 1 across and dipping back out of that up and in fastball is Tucker. He's ahead, 1 ball and no strikes.
Dipped back so far that his helmet fell off.
Sheth on first, Batista on second, Chiravallo on third. 2 down, the 1-0 pitch. In the air, left field, going back is Finaccio. He can't get it. It'll go by him. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are in. On his way to third is Sheth. On the way to second is Tucker. And it's a 2-run double as Hun leads 5-0.
Yeah, and it looked like Finaccio probably didn't get the best of reads, kind of took a step in and it ended up costing him as the ball went just out of the reach of his glove. And a great job by Tucker to drive in those 2 runs. That'll close the line also on Ditta, as 2 of those runs are going to be charged to him.
3 runs across in the inning for Hun. It's 5-0 for the Raiders. Trey Francis looking to add on to that lead, and the first pitch taken outside for a called strike 1. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two runners still in scoring position for Hun. 2 down in the inning. Weber's 1-1. Taken high, 2-1. Trey Francis struck out back in the 4th. He walked and came around to score on a throwing error. Weber's 2-1 pitch. Inside. 3 balls, 1 strike. First base open, and Condurso heads out to the mound to talk some things over with Weber.
Yeah, I think a good meeting here by Condurso. Giving up that double, especially after getting to within 1 out of being able to get out of this inning, and now the command has been a little shaky. So I think Condurso probably just going out there trying to settle down his pitcher.
Francis pops this one up back to the backstop. Condurso gives it a look, but it's out of play. 8th batter of the inning for Hun in this one is the 8-hole hitter Francis. Works a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 down, first base open. Tucker gets his lead off second base. Asking for time and getting it that time was Francis. The 3-2 pitch. In the air, left field, pretty deep. Finaccio has it measured, ranges over, and he makes the catch to end the inning. 3 runs come across for the Hun Raiders as they extend their lead. It's 5-0, home half of the 5th. On the other side, more high school baseball on WBCB.
All right, if you're looking for a loving pet to add to your family, consider visiting the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter at 2100 Sylvan Avenue. Let's meet today's adoptable pets of the game. First is Grim. Meet Grim, not to be confused with Grin, which is what this sweet boy is always wearing. This friendly, affectionate, eligible bachelor is looking for a long-term relationship with a dog-experienced human. He's about 2.5 years old and is a short and stocky 70 pounds. Like most dogs, Grim would benefit from some training and exercise. This athletic guy promises to keep up with you on hikes too. Grim is looking for a home without small children and one where he is your one and only pet. And Tinsel, who is about 2 years old, she's a little shy at first but is curious about her surroundings. She'll need a quiet home where she can feel secure and come out of her shell. The Hamilton Township Animal Shelter is open Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., Thursdays until 7 p.m., and is closed on Sundays. View more of their adoptable pets and learn about volunteer and foster programs at hamiltonnj.com/animal shelter.
So Batista heads back out. He'll start the inning at least for now, and Joey Ditta will stay in this game to hit as he was a starting pitcher. He's also the DH in this one as well for Steinert. 7-8-9 for the Spartans. Needing to get to work quick here, bottom half of the fifth. First pitch fastball in there, called strike one. The 0-1 pitch in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ditta.
Well, Batista's done a very nice job of just settling into this game after running into some trouble in the first. He's only allowed 1 base runner since then.
Ditta fans out a pitch in the dirt that time. Batista in the driver's seat, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. That one misses low and away. Count goes even 2-2.
And Batista's kind of settled in without having to use a strikeout pitch. For him, he's forced 7 ground balls, so really mixing his pitch as well and keeping the Steinert team off balance.
2-2 changeup got him out in front for the punch out.
There you go. He's able to mix in that strikeout pitch as well when he needs it. And that's now
just the third of the afternoon for him.
Yeah, that's now 6 straight set down by Ditta. Or excuse me, 7 straight.
By Batista. One down. Here's Tash. Pretty slider located in the outer half that time. 0-1. Batista working with some pace here. Another off-speed pitch. That one had Tash off balance. 0-2. See if he triples up here. Back-to-back sliders, it looked like. The 0-2 pitch. It's a fastball. Fouled back.
Tries to speed him up a little bit there, and a good job by Tash to stay with it after seeing the slider for the first 2 pitches. Able to make some contact with the fastball.
The 0-2 pitch. Outside. Tash 0 for 1. Thought he had a base knock as he laced one through the hole on the right side of the infield between first and second base, but Mike Olander had other thoughts as he came in and fired a strike in from right field to first base to get Tash in time. The old 9-3 putout.
It's the first time I'd ever had to put that down on my scorecard. And it looks like Olander playing in again in right field as well.
The 0-2 pitch, or 1-2, looked at for strike 3, 2 down.
Back-to-back strikeouts now for Batista. This one on a front door slider. He broke the slider off the outside part of the plate to Tash a few times in that at-bat, and this time comes with one on the inside corner. He's done a really great job commanding the entire plate, and that just goes to show you right there.
Condurso lays off a slider outside, just missing. 1 ball and no strikes to the Spartan backstop. Batista's 1-0. That one's low. 2 balls and no strikes. Batista nods his head, lifts the leg, delivers a fastball that paints the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Got a shoe timeout.
Two-one to Condurso. 3-1 now. That one missing well outside.
Well, Batista yet to walk anyone, and he's fallen behind 3-1 here to the 9-hole hitter.
3-1 to Condurso. Well short, skips in the dirt for ball 4. 2-out walk forced. And the top of the lineup coming back up now for Steinert.
Now batting number 35, center fielder Braden.
So here's Braden Nitty. He's 0 for 2. Struck out in the first, flew out to right field his last time up in the third. Nitty trying to get the offense rolling here.
Yeah, Nitty also with some bad luck in this game to right field. He had hit one on the screws, just unfortunately right at Olander, who's played a solid right field in this game, and he's made some good plays.
Looks like they're going to leave Batista in there for now. A little meeting on the mound is adjourned. So with 2 outs, pinch runner now on first for Condurso. Running for him, that's Nathan Klingel.
Hun does have somebody warming up down in their bullpen. Can't quite make out who it is, though.
Batista's first pitch fastball. It's a called strike 1 on the inner half.
Courtesy runner for Condurso, Nathan Klingel.
Looks to be maybe number 8 Jackson Bailey down there.
Nitty chops this one on the ground, left side foul. Nice snag by Giolello over there in the third base coaching box. It's quickly no balls and 2 strikes to the Spartan center fielder, Braden Nitty. Mentioned earlier, Braden has been in this lineup for a number of years now. Got to play a season with his brother Jordan. Runner on the move, this one on the ground, left side through the hole. Nice diving stop by Kramer, but it's an infield hit for Nitty as the runner in motion had the Hun infield, the middle infielders, in a bit of a tizzy there.
Yeah, Kramer, I think, was going to cover second, and then the ball was hit by Nitty right to where he was playing, and a good job by Kramer to be able to stop himself and turn back and knock that one down and hold that runner at second.
2 down, runners at first and second. It's Jake Pope. Pope's 2 for 2, a couple of singles in this one. He had a bunt single and a stolen base his last time. First pitch fastball paints the outer black. No balls and 1 strike to Pope.
And this is a big spot here for Pope, a chance to, first of all, get Steiner on the board, but second, answer the 3 runs that were scored by Hun in the top half of this inning.
0-1 on the way, taken in the dirt. That'll get by Bound, and the runners will advance 90 feet each way. Runners at second and third now, 2 down.
Bound looked like he was crossed up a little bit there. I think he was thinking a fastball was coming, and the slider just ended up confusing him. Now a base hit scores 2, gets Steinert right back in this ball game.
Batista looks into Bound, has the sign, lifts the leg. The 1-1 is low. Pope's ahead now, 2 balls and 1 strike. Jack Gill would be up next if the inning does continue. Batista's set, the 2-1. Swing and a miss at the fastball on the outer black. Count goes even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners at second and third, 2 away. Home half of the 5th inning. Hun on top, 5-0. Steinert looking for their first run of the afternoon. Pope with a chance to potentially drive in 2 with a base knock. The 2-2 pitch. High and inside. Taken for a ball. The count is now full.
A good take. That was a pretty good pitch. Fastball at the top of the zone, but Pope able to lay off.
Nitty on second, Klingel on third. Batista looks in to Bound. Has the pitch he wants. He's set, lifts the leg, the payoff pitch. High for ball 4. Pope works a 2-out walk and loads the bases. As Batista now in a bit of a jam. As it looks like Tom Monfiletto's on his way out to the hill. And he will take the ball from Batista. It's Batista, 4 2/3 innings pitched this afternoon. He'll leave with the bases loaded and 2 down. And coming in relief is Jackson Bailey, the University of Chicago commit, the senior right-hander, looking to work Hun out of a jam. The Hamilton Township Division of Health offers a variety of free services to keep you and your community healthy. It is important for everyone to stay up to date on recommended vaccines. Whether you or a loved one needs an annual flu shot, a COVID-19 vaccine, or a pneumonia shot, Hamilton's Division of Health is ready to help. Are you or a loved one homebound? The division's caring nurses will bring your vaccine to you. For families that may be underinsured or uninsured, the division offers free routine vaccinations for children. Most residents in Mercer County are able to take advantage of the free and confidential STI and HIV testing clinic. The staff at the Hamilton Township Division of Health are experienced and proud to serve the Hamilton community. Visit hamiltonnj.com/health for more information, services, and upcoming clinics and eligibility. That's hamiltonnj.com/health. Stay healthy, Hamilton. And since 1899, proud to be a part of your greater Hamilton Township community is Saul Funeral Home. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business that proudly supports our community and has guided families in Mercer County when they need it the most. Their caring, dedicated, and compassionate staff is always ready to go above and beyond to bring you the closure you deserve while celebrating the unique life of your loved one. Visit them once again at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor today's game and hopes you enjoy it. So Jackson Bailey, the senior right-hander, comes in to relieve Charlie Batista.
Yeah, and Bailey comes in with a minuscule 0.40 ERA and in 17 2/3 innings. He's struck out 21. He's allowed 20 hits, 15 runs. Just one of those runs are earned, though, so definitely has been bit by some lackluster defense. Control has been a little bit of an issue for him as well. 7 walks, but he's hit 5 batters, which leads this Hun team. And he's on here to do one thing, and that's just get 1 out and get Hun out of this inning. Now is Steinert buzzing a little bit on offense.
Bases loaded, 2 down. Trailing 5-0 are the Spartans. And their shortstop, Jack Gill, steps in for the 3rd time this afternoon. Singled in the 1st, stole 2nd, grounded out to shortstop to end the 3rd. 1 for 2 this afternoon. Looking for their first run are the Spartans. First pitch, Gill offers at it and pokes it foul. Third base side past Brian Giolella. It's 0-1. Bases loaded, 2 down. Pope on first, Nitty on second, Klingel on third. Bailey looks in to Bound. The pitch. Up the middle, through the hole, a base hit. 1 run's going to score. Second run is going to be held up at third base. The bases stay loaded. It's an RBI single for Jack Gill, and the Spartans are on the board.
We'll charge that run to the line of Batista, and a great piece of hitting there by Gill to hit it right back where it came from. Now Steinert on the board, a little 2-out rally going here, and Everett represents the tying run all of a sudden.
In steps Ryan Everett, the Spartan right fielder. Everett's 0 for 2. He grounded out to third and back to the pitcher, and Batista his last time up. First pitch slider well outside. 1 ball and no strikes, excuse me. 1 run across in the inning for Steinert, looking to add some more. Bases remain loaded. Jackson Bailey, the University of Chicago commit, looking to work out of this jam and limit the damage. The pitch on the ground, left side, foul. 1 ball and 1 strike to Everett.
A good pitch to hit, I guess, a slider cutter that came back over the plate and just out in front of it was Everett. Now he 1 ball, 1. Oh, I thought there was 2 strikes. No, 1 ball, 1 strike. So he doesn't have to battle quite yet.
Bailey looks into bound, has the sign. He's set, lifts the leg, the pitch. Offered at and missed. A beautiful slider that time. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, perfect pitch. And now he does have to battle 1 and 2. Bailey's got that slider working for him. We'll see if he comes back with it after he gave up a hit on the fastball.
The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Bailey strands the bases loaded, and the inning is over. Steinert gets 1 across in the inning, but they leave him loaded as we head to the top of the 6th inning here from Rich Giolella Field. Hunt on top 5-1, and their bats coming up next here on WBCB.
Trenton Thunder Baseball is back for its 30th year. Big League Futures, Major League Fun. Trenton Thunder tickets are now available. Single game tickets, group plans, suite nights. Get your tickets now. For more information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game fireworks nights, pork roll Fridays, and dog welcome nights throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball. Big League Futures, Major League Fun.
Parents, if you want your child to learn from professionals of baseball, then the Alumni Baseball Camp is a perfect fit. Headed by Hun baseball coach Tom Mofiletto and a staff of knowledgeable Hun baseball alumni and friends, and held on a beautiful campus at Hun School, this camp is open to boys and girls from ages 8 to rising 9th graders. 2 sessions, July 24th through the 28th, and July 31st through August 4th. Your child will learn the comprehensive skills of baseball, competition, and sportsmanship. There's a 3-to-1 player-to-coach ratio, fundamental skill stations, and daily awards, including a camp. World Series lunch is also included. For more information, visit their website at alumnibaseballcamp.com. That's alumnibaseballcamp.com. This is the premier baseball camp in Mercer and Bucks County.
So Jeremy Weber goes back out for another inning of relief work. Steinert does push their first run across in the last half inning. They trail by 4. It's 5-1 still, and Hun looking to continue the trend from the inning before. When they were last up offensively, they put 8 batters across the inning, so it'll be 9, 1, and 2 due up for Hun as we have a pinch hitter here.
Pinch hitting number 14.
This is Michael Smith. He's committed to Alvernia. First baseman, a pitcher, and catcher. He will pinch hit here for Nico Amicangelo.
No surprise there, another Michael on this team.
First pitch to Smith, offered at, swing and a miss.
Well, this is where Weber's got to put down a shutdown inning. His team finally gets on the board in the bottom of the 5th, still trailing by 4, and you want to keep momentum in your dugout still with two chances to come to the plate in this inning, or in this game.
Off-speed pitch misses, evens the count at 1 apiece. That one misses high and away. 2-1. Two, 1. 3-1 now. That one missing again, high and away.
Michael Smith comes into this game hitting just 143 on the season, but he's worked 4 walks, and he's got a chance to do so again right here.
3-1. High for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk for Hun. Something we've said a number of times today. They've been able to get the leadoff guy on via the walk at least 3 times so far.
Yeah, and their 9th walk overall, and it's tough to win games when you're allowing that many free passes. They've been able to work around it a handful of times, but it's also come back to bite them at the same time. And you get a run finally on the board in the bottom of the fifth. The last thing you want to do is walk the leadoff hitter, and that's what they come out and do.
Olander looks at a breaking pitch in the dirt away. He's ahead 1 ball and no strikes. A couple of walks and a strikeout for Olander. He came across to score in the fifth. He's ahead 1 ball and no strikes. Weber looks in. The pitch over the head of Olander. 2 balls, no strikes. There's another arm up in the pen for Steinert.
Olander didn't even flinch at that ball that went whistling by over his head.
The 2-0 pitch taken for a called strike on the outer corner. 2-1. Top of the 6th inning. Nobody out and a runner on first after the leadoff walk to Michael Smith. The pitch offered at, shot high in the air, staying in on the infield, ranging over is Gill all the way over to Pope. Somebody made the catch. I believe it was Pope who made the catch. As that is out number 1, but avoiding disaster are the Spartans that time, as the shortstop Jack Gill ranged all the way over to second base.
Yeah, not only did he range all the way over, I guess way out of position, but looked like he kind of called that ball off, and Pope, fortunately for Steinert, was able to make the play. That could have been disastrous.
On the ground is short, backhanded by Gill, has some trouble. He'll have no play, and runners are at first and second now with 1 down.
Nope. Number 11.
It's another error charged against Gill in this one. It's the 4th error of the afternoon for Steinert. Kramer's on first, Smith on second, and here's Mike Jolly. Jolly walked his last time up. Smith gets his lead off second. Nothing too crazy. First pitch to Jolly. Swing and a miss. Fastball blown by him that time. No balls and 1 strike. Weber ahead, no balls and 1 strike on Jolly. Looks over at second. The pitch. High and inside. 1-1. Michael Chiaravallo is on deck. He's got 3 RBIs in the afternoon. The 1-1 pitch. On the ground, back to the mound. Weber has it, throws to second for 1, over to first, in time for the double play, and the inning is over. 1-6-3 the putout on the double play. Weber works out of a jam, no runs come across in the inning. It's 5-1 Hun, but the Steinert Bats coming up next here on WBCB.
Fly a rocket, save the tigers, hike the mountains of Peru. There is nothing we can't do when we read. April is School Library Month. School libraries are magical places where students fall in love with reading and learning. NJEA members honor the important role that school librarians play in cultivating creativity and supporting student success. New Jersey schools are #1 in the nation because we prepare students to be successful in school and in life. This message is sponsored by the New Jersey Education Association and this radio station.
The Hamilton Township Division of Health offers a variety of free services to keep you and your community healthy. It is important for everyone to stay up to date on recommended vaccines. Whether you or a loved one needs an annual flu shot, a COVID-19 vaccine, or a pneumonia shot, Hamilton's Division of Health is ready to help. Are you or a loved one homebound? The division's caring nurses will bring your vaccine to you For families that may be underinsured or uninsured, the division offers free routine vaccinations for children. Most residents in Mercer County are able to take advantage of the free and confidential STI and HIV testing clinic. The staff at the Hamilton Township Division of Health are experienced and proud to serve the Hamilton community. Visit hamiltonnj.com/health for more information, services, and upcoming clinics and eligibility. That's hamiltonnj.com/health. Stay healthy, Hamilton. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Steinert Spartans here in the 6th. Home half of the 6th, trailing 5-1. It'll be Christian Finaccio, Jack Lambert, and Joey Ditta, the 3 due up for Steinert.
And you got a feeling they've got to be able to find a way to push at least 1 or 2 runs across the plate here. These 5, 6, 7 hitters are combined 0 for 6 in this one. So looking to change the tides right here.
Finaccio stares at one low and away, 1 ball and no strikes. 0 for 2 on the day is Christian Finaccio. Strikeout and a ground out back to the pitcher as this one paints the outer black. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Misses. 2-1. Jackson Bailey's pitch on the way. Laced left side, fielded by Kramer. The throw to first. Well in time to retire Finaccio. 1 away.
Well, another fastball by Bailey that's hit hard, but this time right at the shortstop and a big first out.
With 1 down, it'll bring up the Steinert first baseman. It's Jack Lambert.
A lot of pent-up aggression coming out of my section. OVO on me while y'all was playing dress up.
Lambert, he's 0 for 2, grounded out to third his last time up and grounded out to second his first time up in the second. Stares at a sweeper outside.
Was that a sweeper or a slider?
It looked like it swept a bit.
I would say so. That's the new pitch of the year.
It's true, you never really heard much about it until this year's broadcast across Major League Baseball. That one, more of a slider. 1-1.
Yeah, whatever pitch that was nasty. Started looked like it might come in and hit Lambert. Ended up breaking all the way to the outside part of the plate.
1-1's offered at now 1-2. Low fastball. Lambert just able to get a piece of that one. Bailey in the driver's seat now. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 away. The 1-2 pitch from Bailey. Swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch in the dirt. 2 down.
Another nasty slider / sweeper there, and had Lambert completely fooled. He was going to take that pitch all the way, and then ended up having to take an emergency hack.
This is Alex Wolak, twin brother of Andrew Wolak, a favored reliever for this Steinert squad. Two down, nobody on. First pitch from Bailey is in the dirt. Wolak had 1 ball and no strikes. Wolak pinch hitting for Joey Ditta here. That 1-0 misses. It's 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, and for Wolak, just his second plate appearance of the season. He was hit by a pitch in his only plate appearance earlier this year.
Beautiful slider, locates the outside corner. It's 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, he's got that pitch working right now.
Bailey has the sign, lifts the leg and delivers. It's another slider, and Wolak gets a piece of that one, fouls it off right side of the backstop. Couple more arms getting loose down there in the Steinert bullpen. And just 1 arm for now. A lot of bodies down there, though. Counts even, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, nobody on. The pitch from Bailey. Slider, that was nasty. It looked like that was going to hit Wolak and ends up just breaking back inside.
Yeah, unfortunately couldn't get that over the plate because if you're Wolak, there's nothing you could do to be able to pull the trigger on that. I mean, that did look like it was going to hit him.
The 3-2 got him looking on the slider, and the inning is over. Couple of strikeouts in the inning for Bailey. 3 up, 3 down. The score remains 5-1. Raiders on top as we head to the home half of the 6th inning here on WBCB.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
Couple of changes defensively for the Spartans of Steinert. Ramey Feniello comes in to play third base, and Ryan Tash moves over to shortstop to fill in for Jack Gill, and towing the rubber for Steinert is number 32, Aiden Chulamanis.
Yeah, Chulamanis, this is his second outing. In his first outing, went 4 innings, gave up 5 hits and 4 earned runs to Robbinsville, walked 3 in that game, and struck out 4, 72 pitches through those 4 innings.
Brian Giolella digs into the bench a little bit here. Some defensive substitutions. Here in the top of the 7th inning, Spartans trailing 5-1 and looking for a shutdown inning before their final 3 outs on the offensive side. But it's going to be 4, 5, and 6 due up for Hun here in the top of the 7th. It'll be Chiravallo, Batista scheduled to hit,
for the Spartans.
And Deacon Bound
Now playing third base,
as well.
Ramey Feniello.
And it looks like just looking down into the Hun dugout, Batista does have his helmet on and bat ready to go. Aiden Chulamanis is ready to go on the bump.
Leading off for Hun, number 10, Michael Ciardavella.
Pronounce Ciardell. No, Ciardavella. Ciardavella. I've said it 3 different ways, 3 different times.
First pitch to Chiravallo is outside. But a called strike 1. 0-1 is crushed. Left center field. Nitty's racing back, reaches up, and he makes the catch.
Well, there's a lot of room out there in left center field. That's the deepest part of the ballpark, and fortunately for Steinert, this ballpark big enough to hold it, as Chiravello got a very good pitch to hit and put a charge into it, but not deep enough.
He's been a tough out this afternoon as Michael Chiravallo, he flew out to center field, flew out to left field, right field, his first time up. Every ball he's hit has been absolutely scorched. First pitch slider locates the zone. It's 0-1 to Batista. Batista was intentionally walked his last time up. He came around to score on the double from Chiravallo. This one belted to left. Going back, Finaccio has it measured, reaches up, camps under it, and makes the catch. 2 down.
Well, very similar to the last at-bat, another good slider to hit and another good swing put on it by one of these Hun batters, this time Batista, and gave it a ride, but not deep enough.
2 quick outs for Cholomanis.
It does.
First pitch is inside. Deacon Bound steps in. 0 for 3 this afternoon is Bound. The 1-0 from Cholomanis is outside. 2-0.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe he's not as short yet. Steinert said that he'll be short.
Time is called by Deacon Bound. It's granted by the home plate umpire. Cholomanis behind 2 balls and no strikes. The first 2 outs of this inning recorded pretty quickly. 2-0 on the way, skipped in there and taken for a ball. 3 balls and no strikes.
Well, able to get the first 2 guys in this inning out pretty quickly. And now got to try to battle back into this count. Can't really afford to give up any more.
Remember him? He looks like somebody's father. He's terrible.
3-0 pitch, paints the outside corner. It's 3-1 now to Bound.
Well, he's getting rehab.
The 3-1
Attaboy.
called strike. No. Wow. They call that ball 4, so that one just missed low.
Now batting number 6.
And a 2-out walk for Bound. Another pinch runner. And again, Rahan Sheth will take over pinch running duties for Deacon Bound.
Yeah, that one, I mean, everybody, including the batter Bound, thought that was strike 2, but instead it goes down as the 10th walk of the day for Hun.
10 walks, definitely a lot in a game, but the positive side is that it's only resulted in just 5 runs for Hun.
Yeah, and a lot of that also because of Hun's ability to run the bases real well, and Steinert also has committed 4 errors in this game, so they've gotten some help in terms of their offense as Hun.
No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch in the dirt to Tucker. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch from Cholomanis. Swing and a miss. He puts the fastball by him. Hun leaves a runner on in the inning. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Last chance for the Spartans as they trail 5-1 here on the WBCB Sports Network.
This is Angelo Winifrey, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
1999, proud to be a part of your greater Hamilton Township community is Saul Funeral Home. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business that proudly supports our community and has guided families in Mercer County when they need it the most. Their caring, dedicated, and compassionate staff is always ready to go above and beyond to bring you the closure you deserve while celebrating the unique life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Homes is proud to sponsor today's game and hopes you enjoy it.
Shortstop Ryan Cash.
8, 9, and 1 due up. Bottom of the 7th inning. Trailing 5-1 are the Spartans of Steinert High School. And Ryan Tash steps in, going from third base to shortstop. First pitch taken for a called strike one. The off-speed continues to be the bread and butter for Jackson Bailey, looking to shut the door. Fastball chopped off the foot of Tash and foul. He's behind no balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, this is where if you're Tash, you've just got to be able to battle and put one in play, because the bottom of this lineup has to be able to do something to get on base and kind of set the table for the top and middle of the order for Steinert to get up to the plate with chances to drive in runs down by 4.
Fastball inside on Tash as he just backs out of the way of that one.
Got a feeling that might have been a show-me fastball. He'll probably come back with the slider here, maybe try to back Tash off the plate a little bit and break one now down and away.
The 1-2 pitch. Chopped, shallow infield. Coming in is Bailey. Fields throws to first in time. 1 down.
Well, good play by Bailey. It looked like him and his catcher had a little bit of miscommunication on who was going to take that one, but Bailey ends up taking charge and making the strong throw, and they get the all-important first out here in the bottom of the 7th.
Pinch hitting for Andrew Condurso. This is Danny Marr as he fills in the 9-hole. First appearance in the afternoon for Marr. First pitch from Jackson Bailey. It's a fastball that finds the outside corner. No balls and 1 strike to Marr. Oh, 1 on the way. Chopped, right side. Amicangelo has it. Throws to first. 2 down.
Just in time there to get the speedy Marr, who had come into this game hitting .600, just 3 for 5, but now Steinert down to their final batter.
With 2 away, top of the order for Steinert, it's Braden Nitty. He singled his last time up in the 5th. Flew out to right field in the 3rd and struck out in the 1st. 1 for 3 this afternoon is Nitty. The first pitch he sees, it's a slider. Crosses the zone. It's no balls, 1 strike to Nitty. Jake Pope would be up next if the inning does continue. The 0-1 on the way. That's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Changeup had him fooled that time. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Nitty. The Hun School 1 out away, 1 pitch away from their 4th straight win against Steinert. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt, counts even, 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Steinert leadoff man.
There's the show-me fastball, same thing that he did to Tash, and now gotta believe he's coming back with the slider again.
The 2-2 pitch, slider on the ground, left side, fielded, thrown over to first by Tucker, and that's the ball game. The Hun Raiders extend their winning streak over Steinert to 4 straight games and win this one 5-1 here from Rich Gialella Field.
Well, Hun able to quiet the Steinert bats who had gone off for 23 runs just yesterday, and a big credit to their 2 pitchers, Batista and Bailey, who were dominant the entire way through, and Hun now is able to pick up their 4th straight win over Steinert and their 6th win in their last 7 tries, and are now 11-5 on the season.
Yes, the Hun Raiders improved to 11-5. And on the other side of this timeout, we will speak with our Italian People's Bakery Player of the Game. That honor will go to Michael Chiaravallo, who had 3 RBIs in this one and was a key to Hun's success today, driving in 3 out of their 5 runs and helping them pick up victory number 11 on the season. We'll speak with Mike Chiaravallo on the other side. The Italian People's Bakery Player of the Game interview is next. You're watching high school baseball here on WBCB. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Trenton Thunder Baseball is back for its 30th year. Big League Futures, Major League Fun. Trenton Thunder tickets are now available. Single game tickets, group plans, suite nights. Get your tickets now. For more information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com. Or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game fireworks nights, pork roll Fridays, and dog welcome nights throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun.
Fly a rocket, save the tigers, hike the mountains of Peru. There is nothing we can't do when we read. April is School Library Month. School libraries are magical places where students fall in love with reading and learning. NJEA members honor the important role that school librarians play in cultivating creativity and supporting student success. New Jersey schools are #1 in the nation because we prepare students to be successful in school and in life. This message is sponsored by the New Jersey Education Association and this radio station.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
This is Angelo Weiner for your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey.
Back here at Rich Gialella Field with our Italian People's Bakery player of the game, Michael Ceravallo. 2 for 4 in this one with 3 RBIs, and he is our Italian People's Bakery player of the game. Mike, it seemed like you were really seeing the ball well out there this afternoon. A bunch of hard-hit baseballs, even on the ones that they were able to record you out. What were you really seeing today from the Steinert pitchers?
It was easy I was trying to get ahead in counts, and once I get ahead in a count, I have an idea of what they're going to throw. Usually they come with a fastball, and knowing that a fastball is coming really helps, and just being able to turn on the ball and get a barrel on it.
You definitely got a couple of barrels on it today, this afternoon, a multi-RBI afternoon for you guys, and the win streak continues as well. You guys have started to click on all cylinders offensively of late. One of the things this afternoon, I got to speak with your coach, Tom Monfiletto, beforehand, and he said offensively he's been really impressed with you guys. What do you think has really been the key for everybody just kind of picking each other up as of late? It seems like you guys are really playing a complementary brand of baseball.
I think everybody knows what they can and can't do, and everybody stays within themselves in the game. Nobody tries to be a hero, and we all just work as a unit. And doing that is helping us as an offense just move guys along and keep the line moving.
Your pitchers today were really able to shut down a pretty good Steinert offense that was coming off of a game where they scored 23 runs yesterday. Just talk a little bit about how your two pitchers, Batista and Bailey, were able to just come in and do their job today.
I think getting ahead in counts early is really helping the pitchers, because once you get ahead, they don't really know what's coming. You can go to anything. You saw in the first inning they put up 2 hits on fastballs because Batista got behind in counts. And once he started getting ahead in counts and working ahead, it was a lot easier for him to get outs.
And you guys had, just as a team, some really good at-bats. You were able to work 10 walks. Was that kind of the game plan coming in, just to be patient against Steinert today?
No, we came in our first time through the lineup. We kind of saw some things with the pitcher, and we saw that he was a little over the zone and missing spots. So we thought that we just look for our pitch, get our pitch, and drive it. And later in the game, it was easier to work walks because we were just letting him come to us.
A patient approach pays off this afternoon for the Hun Raiders. They improved to 11-5, and Mike Chiravallo, our Italian People's Bakery player of the game, 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs this afternoon as the Raiders are victorious 5-1. Mike, thanks so much for taking the time to speak with us, and go ahead and visit the Italian People's Bakery at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg, and you can get yourself a free sandwich as well. We're going to take a quick break, one final timeout here from Rich Giolella Field, and we will be back right after this on the WBCB Sports Network.
Do some Chinese or something.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
One final time from Rich Giolella Field, the Raiders of the Hun School victorious 5-1 as they improve to 11-5 on the season. And a nice win today for the Hun Raiders as they extend their winning streak now to, I believe, 5 straight wins for Hun. For the Spartans of Steinert High School, they fall to 12-4, and coming into today, they were winners of 11 of their last 12, and still with a ton of playoff aspirations on the horizon for Steinert. A tough loss today, but more baseball for the Steinert Spartans coming up just tomorrow. They'll be back in action again as we approach Mercer County Tournament baseball time here on WBCB. No better time in the springtime than when we bring you that Mercer County Tournament action. Coming up in just a little over a week, we'll have that tournament action for you all during the tournament here on WBCB. The Hun Raiders win this one 5-1. Want to thank our sponsors who helped make today's broadcast possible: the New Jersey Education Association, Haldeman Ford Subaru, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, the Capital Health System, the Revere Restaurant, the Trenton Thunder, Hyundai of Trenton, Hamilton Township Education Association, Alumni Baseball Camp, the Italian People's Bakery, Saul Funeral Homes, the Hamilton Township Division of Health, the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter, and the Trentonian, all proud to bring you today's coverage here on WBCB. One final time for the crew. Darnell Turner did today's camera work. Jordan Hurst did today's color commentary. work as well, and he will have an article up on WBCB right after this one is over. You can catch that one on WBCBsports.com. A great post-game write-up provided by Jordan Hirsch. We thank Jordan for all of his efforts this afternoon. Colin Sommer produced today's stream. One final time from Rich Giolella Field. My name is Mike Warren. Hun victorious 5-1. And we thank you so much for watching high school baseball here on WBCB. Until we talk to you again, we wish you a great night, everybody. Thank you for watching here on WBCB.